Well, Tasmanians go to the poll today, or the polls, with the Liberal Party expected to stay in power. Joining me now is former Minister in the Howard Government and Bondi Partner Senior Advisor Peter McGauran. Peter, very good morning to you.
Good morning, Tim.
Tassie election, the Liberals should win.
They should win, but not in their own right. The House of Assembly is now 35 MPs, increased from 25. Liberals probably will get about 14, perhaps 15, which means they'll have to call on some of the independents, and there'll be plenty to choose from.
Well, you're in the National Party, not in the Liberal Party, but part of the coalition. Are you surprised that we've only got one Liberal government in the country at the moment?
Yes, of course, it's a disastrous state, but I think that'll change on October the 26th when the Liberal National Party will win the Queensland election. I don't think anything can save the Labor government there.
The Olympics isn't helping things at all.
No, it's just an unholy mess and things are going from worse to worse.
All right, now a change of subject onto a very serious subject, and we feel for everyone in the royal family. Devastating news this morning. Princess Kate battling cancer.
Cancer diagnosis for any family and individual is shattering, but families rally around at a time like this. She'll be receiving all the love and support able to be given to her, but it is a very, very testing physically, emotionally and psychologically time for anyone in that situation.
Because they are seen as the shining light, aren't they, in the future of the royal family, very much so.
Oh, unquestionably, they are the future. Charles and Camilla are doing a brilliant job and will do so for as long as we hope they can. But the fact is, they are aligned to a different era.
Yeah, well, please God, everything will be okay.
Correct.
There. At the moment, she's saying and it was a very strong message that she gave. Now, changing subjects and getting back to Australia, how do you see the debate on nuclear energy going right now?
Well, I think Peter Dutton's doing well. He's had the courage of his convictions. He has a united team on the issue. It makes sense environmentally, and energy supply, economic.
Do you think the government's enjoying the little battle with it?
Look, they would be in two minds. On the one hand, they think it's a distraction away from their key messages about renewables, but on the other hand, they know that there's too much logic behind it to completely ignore it. And funny enough, the greatest supporters of at least a debate, which Labor is denying the opposition at the moment, is from young people. Overwhelmingly, Generation Z and the millennials want to debate the issue and consider it, and there is a body of support for it from them. So Dutton has tapped into a young person's issue.
Be interesting to watch. Look, another story that's getting plenty of front page news, China's foreign minister and the visit and the extraordinary meeting with Paul Keating. It's all quite clandestine at times, isn't it, this story?
Look, it's sad to see Paul Keating reduced to a supine acolyte of a Chinese dictatorship, and that's what they are. It's a brutal dictatorship, domestically and internationally. Paul Keating has a lot of interesting things, at least, if not sensible, about the Australia-US alliance. He is a sceptic, if not a cynic. Fair enough. It's not a perfect alliance because neither country is perfect. But he finds no fault with China, Tim. Nothing. China does nothing wrong. It doesn't oppress anybody. It's not aggressive. It doesn't have expansionist plans. And we know that from the Uyghur people from Hong Kong's just been reduced to a satellite city of China now. Macau's next, by the way. What they're doing in the South China Sea is in breach of all international laws. So that's my concern about Mr. Keating. He is a completely uncritical supporter of China.
Donald Trump had some quite strong remarks, some very unfriendly remarks about the Australian ambassador, Kevin Rudd.
Well, he was returning kind for kind. Look, this is serious, Tim, because there is a chance, even a 50-50 chance, slightly more according to the bookies at the moment, that Donald Trump will be will become president. Now, Kevin Rudd may get lucky and Donald Trump doesn't get into the White House. But if Donald Trump gets into the White House, there is an issue. I don't think so much for the Australian relationship because that transcends the individual in the Oval Office, but an ambassador that has no access to the president, and Trump will give him no time at all.
But he has been known to flip, though. He can go from not liking someone, this person's a very good friend of mine. We've seen it with Kim Jong-un, we've seen it with a few. So, look, I'm not putting Kevin Rudd in that class. But, look, just on the Donald Trump story, the money thing. Look, American politics, you lived there for quite some years, and we'll wrap it up with this. It's all about money, isn't it? Right at the moment, Joe Biden has double the bank and Donald Trump has some huge financial concerns. How do you see it?
Donald Trump has a lot of self-generating publicity because of the controversy, the rallies, and that's why he does the rallies, free publicity. You're right, it is his soft underbelly that the money is not pouring in as it did in his previous campaign. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to watch. Have a good slipper day.
Indeed, Tim. 5 Group 1s.
Absolutely. Coolmore. Will they get the Quinella in the golden slipper with Stormboy in Switzerland? We'll have to wait and watch. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks.